so you can see. Okay. All right, so we've set all these parameters up, and now I'm going to come over here and render out. How cool is that? Now, I can play with some things. I want to increase my emissions down here. I've got it as 0.5. I'm going to try 0.1. Because I've used a light color, I might need to increase that. Let's try rendering that out again. Okay, select my light. I did 8 and 8. Let's try 10 and 10. See what that does. Oh, look at that. Isn't that cool? That is seriously cool. Ava. Say hello to Ava. She's one of my other cats. Okay? Come here, Pumpkin. Sorry about that. But that to me is way cooler than a light anyway. So it allows you to create your fire character with using the lights, and you can work a little bit more on your model than you want. I don't want you guys spending a whole lot of time modeling right now, because this class we were focusing on materials and lights, but it's okay to do a little bit of modeling since you were going to have to model to set up your fire. And let me show you one other thing here. I'm going to copy this, okay? I'm going to show you. So I've selected both my pyramid and my light, and I'm going to clone it as a copy. Oops. Okay, so now I have 2 of these guys. And I'm going to swing my camera over so you can see them both. And then I'm going to copy my material. Okay, so I now have 2 of them in here. I'm going to have to rename this, and it usually asks me now, but it didn't. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to select this one, and I'm going to apply the second one, assign material to selection, and it's going to give me this message. And I don't want to replace it because it will overwrite them both. I'm going to rename this material, and I'm going to call it Fire 2. Actually, I called it Fire 1 on accident, Fire 2, and say OK. And now I can keep everything I did over here and then just make changes to the second one so that I don't have to go through the whole process all over again. So in this case, I'm going to change the color. Let's try a nice little, ooh, that's pretty, blue. And then let's do kind of a, ooh, those are pretty colors. Look at those. Another blue. And I'm going to change my emission color to yet another blue. Light blue. There we go. Okay. And there we go. So now it's shown up as the other blue. And I got to remember that I have this light in here that I also want to change the color of so that it and again I'm going to be careful not to sit here for hours and play with this, but okay, let's do that. Okay, and so now I've created 2, and I did that by cloning the first one as a copy and copying and dragging my first material into another slot, and then when I applied it to my second material, telling it that I wanted to rename it and giving it a second name. So what it did was it allowed me to keep all of my materials from here and then just make some quick changes. So it saved me time so I didn't have to go through and set it up again. So I just created a duplicate of that material. And I'll show you one more time. I'll do it again here. I'm just going to drag and drop it. And then when I go to apply it, if I were to go to apply it to yet a third object, it would give me the opportunity to rename it. And so I want to rename it, and then I would have a third material, and it would keep all the same properties, so it would make it a lot easier than having to go in and start from scratch every time. Okay, I'm just gonna not, I'm not gonna use this one, the second one, whoops. So I'm just gonna delete that so we don't get confused. Okay, so now let's render this out. And now we have two. Now, here's what's interesting. The red is brighter than the blue. So you might have to go to the blue light, and I might have to increase my intensity. I'm going to change that to 12. Render it again. And you see it made it a little bit brighter. So you may have to make your tweaks, because as we always talked about, there's not a one-size-fits-all recipe. I'm going to show you guys another one I did. I'm going to open it now, show you another one I did. Let's save this one. And I got different results using the exact same parameters. The nice thing is you're not trying to be exact, you're not trying to copy me. Look at that. That one did something completely different. Same exact parameters. The only thing is I used different colors. So have fun with it, play with it. You can, like I said, you can, make these a little more interesting than just pyramids. I just did pyramid because it was an easy place to start. It most represents fire, in my opinion. You are free to do whatever you want. Be creative, have fun, make it match your style. And I look forward to seeing what you guys do. Let me know if you have any questions.